I just wanted to get this video of a rainbow.
Y'all ignore my milk mustache. I had a protein shake, sorry.
I don't know, they just always make me feel good. And the fact that it is half day, well, it's day, but it's dark on one side and blue on the other side is so pretty. So I just want to get this video. Look at it. Aww. It's confirmation to so many things, you know.
Cause I am whatever you say I am. And if I wasn't, you hoes wouldn't bite my down. I'm making money on your mind and it's all the time. Talk about these bitches stupid, I just lose your mind.
Dogs in the back being dogs. But yeah, I was just in the moment of praise and worship all day. These last couple of days, just so many love nuggets just been coming my way, and it's just befitting for me to, if I keep saying I feel most comfortable on YouTube, why don't I use YouTube? So because it's not a persona. It's just when people start, anyways, regardless, that's that, and that was a rainbow, and that's beautiful, and God is love, and just to be caught in the moment and just to see the rainbow. It's the small blessings. Okay, so I haven't done one of these in a while. Sometimes I speak out loud my subconscious thoughts, not realizing that I am the answer to my problems. And so I've noticed that I've been saying I'm the most comfortable on YouTube. I'm the most comfortable on YouTube. But then I don't do anything with YouTube. So it's like, you walk around preaching, be comfortable. However, you yourself aren't practicing comfortability. And not in a sense of uncomfortability should not exist. Never that. But in the idea that I want everybody to feel like they can be themselves around me without trying to conform to what they think is acceptable, and learning how to just be comfortable within yourself, like no longer seeking acceptance, like getting rid of the idea of acceptance and just being comfortable. That is what I strive for most people when they meet me. I want them to feel that sense of be who you are. What's that TikTok video?
Be who you are for your pride. Don't hide.
Yeah, that song. Yeah, I don't, regardless of labels, identities, whatever, if you believe you are a unicorn, then I've never met a unicorn. Introduce me to one in that idea. So, and I just always say, like, sometimes I get that luxury of meeting my nomad family, where people who are just, frequently roaming until they find that place of, wherever I go, I'm adaptable. So when I meet those people, it's like a homecoming for me. And then I find myself like in this everlasting cocoon and cycle of, so who are you? So I guess this is a vlog. So this is another accountability vlog. I used to make those, and I used to do really good with those. Yeah, accountability vlog. Excuse me. I have to get used to vlogging. It's a storm coming. I just left Best Buy because I'm very tempted to buy this iPad, but I don't know if it's an impulsive buy or it's a buy that is going to help pulsate the vibes of me trying to get better at my craft and my art. So I'm very tempted. I'm gonna look online Let me see if I can go pay this bill real quick too. But yes, I had to return the old iPad pen because looking at the first pencil generation, Apple generation pencil will work on my second generation iPad mini. No go. So I would have to buy a new iPad and a new iPencil, but it's for the sake of the business. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so that's what I'm working on, right? I'm not done. It's been 8 months. 8 months. And in these 8 months, I could have accomplished more. Granted, I've accomplished a lot in 8 months. Not really 8 months. I've been working on that since February. No, March. So 5 months. Acrylic takes less time to dry. Oil is a pain. I like oil because you can blend. However, it takes longer for oil to dry. This is an art talk moment. If you follow, you follow. Playing with the iPad pencil, it's just a hyper focus moment where I really want to learn something, but then I don't focus on doing it. For example, I brought a camera for the sake of YouTube. Do I use the camera for YouTube? No. I brought Final Cut Pro for the sake of using YouTube and editing and taking pictures and becoming more within that realm of who I am. Do I do it? No. So, buying this iPad is another test to see, is it the object or is it me? Am I not disciplined enough to do these things? But then I look at myself and I say, well, I do use the camera, not for the purposes, but I use the camera. I use my MacBook, not for the purposes, but I use my MacBook. I use my Final Cut Pro, not for the purposes, but I use my Final Cut Pro. So could it be that if I buy this iPad, it may be in the hopes of using it for sketching, but it turns out that I use it for something else instead? I'm gonna buy the iPad. This is an impulse moment, but I'm gonna buy the iPad because I'm gonna buy the iPad. You are. Just gonna have a I'm holding myself accountable, but I'm just being very transparent. This painting is, more specifically, his nose is what's the challenge, because the great coal is sitting at an angle, and because he's at an angle, it makes it a challenge to actually like paint him right now. And I don't know, I just feel like this is a painting that is going to be in my collections, I guess you can say. Yeah, so as I was saying, this is going to be a painting that I feel like will be potentially a part of my legacy. So I also want to not just rush this, you know? There's no need for me to rush when I get done. I know it'll be done. But his face is hard to currently paint because of the position and angle he's in. And that in itself is a bit quite challenging. Only because, like I said, I want to do him justice. And his nose is a stubborn son of a gun. And it's making it more of a challenge to paint. So right now all I'm doing is just mixing the colors together. This won't be that long of a clip. I just want to show you how I'm trying to recreate. And what I use is this to kind of guide me in how I want this to look. So another thing was his nose was at one point too short. At another point it was too long. At another point it was too narrow. At another point it was too wide. So clearly I'm at these points where this is not the point where I want it to be. And this is also oil paint, which is a medium that I'm self-teaching myself how to do. And yeah, so there's that. I think what I need to do is use another brush. So I'm using these two brushes right now. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, so whatever. I'm going to switch up.
Okay, so I'm really just talking to myself in this clip, and I'll play a little bit of it later. But all I do is just have to talk to myself out loud, and I didn't want to make myself look crazy. But this picture is finished. If you want to see it, you have to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, also on TikTok. Yeah, for the final piece.
I'm just trying to do him justice, that's all. So, yeah. It is late, but of course I have to eat. Right now, I'm at Chick-fil-A and getting the family something to eat, so. I don't really know what I do anymore. I don't really do too much. So last night all I did was stop painting because I realized with oil paint, it's not like acrylic. Acrylic, you can keep painting because it dries while you're painting. Oil, you have to like let this girl take her time, let her do her thing, don't rush the process. It's a whole lot of, which is why this painting is taking, I think, a little longer to get finished. I'm also an overthinker, if that makes sense. So I'm constantly going over the same area that probably should be left alone. That's what I'm not talking about. It's wash day. I'm just going to clean my sheets and towels and my clothes. Don't mind that. I got in like a TikTok video and started recording me doing my room and got hyper focused and never finished, which I realized the trend about myself that I get really, really focused on an activity and never do it or never finish it. So yeah. So I was getting ready to, I was deleting pictures so I could have more room to record. And as I did that, I went down my log journey and what it came from. I'm gonna put a clip in right here. Where I came from and where I'm at. On my journey of when I went on my journey of locks, I noticed one, how I was subconsciously aware of my skin being really not that good, but consciously I was not doing anything like such as deep cleansing my face ever. I just use soap and water, no lotion, skin always dry. I have combination skin. And so I noticed two things since I started locking my hair. One, I see beauty in myself now. That's the first thing. Not that you don't see beauty in yourself when you don't lock. I just now understand the journey of what they mean when they say trust the process, because you do go through an identity crisis. I've noticed that when you have, like, even with your curly hair, you find yourself in this identity crisis. So either you're completely natural, but then there's some days where you do want to straighten your hair, or there are some days where you just want to put in a protective style, or some days you want to rock your curls. So there is that identity of, like, who do I want to be today? And with locks, you don't really get that choice in the beginning stages. You don't, because I knew that every stage I wanted to embrace, and that meant, like, the stages where I don't like them. And so it took me on this journey of learning how to take care of myself, even if my hair doesn't look like I take care of myself right now, per se, because I did want to semi-free form. I still go weeks without locking my hair. I don't go every 3 weeks. I've only done that once. I try to go months without locking my hair. Weeks if I can. Weeks mostly. Months if I can. The longest I went, last retwist was almost 2 months. I did a retwist in between, but professionally 2 months, almost 2 months. So, say all that said, water and protein. So I've noticed that over my journey of locking my hair, my skin has improved. I still deal with hair growth. I'm actually doing laser hair treatment removal. The second will be, I think, my 5th time getting it done. I also get microderma facials as well, and I also take a lot more water in. I take hair, skin, nail treatments, vitamins, I should say. Now I believe that the water intake and then me actually being conscious of what I put in my body, I do see a difference in myself. And then even like when I go back and look at videos of myself, the videos that I didn't post, yeah, I was a little crusty, I'm not gonna lie, but I was not, like, I was always worried about my double chin, and it's still there. It doesn't protrude as much, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Drink your water in the morning. Take your vitamins in the morning. Exercise. Light a candle. Listen to a thunderstorm. Be dramatic. You know. So I managed to go to the gym and also talk to one of my mentors. Well, my only mentor that I actually have. I've known her since 7th grade. Anyways, regardless. Talked to her for a while after I left the gym. I burnt like 900 and something calories. It's working. I'm folding clothes. I painted a little this morning, and I'm gonna end the vlog. This week is just random, but I wanted to actually commit to doing something tomorrow. I'm supposed to wake up and work out with my trainer. So my goal is to have a video up by tomorrow. No excuses. Bye, love y'all. See you next video.